Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Xeno, the personification of a cry for help, and we are back with more Cienie. Now, in real time, I just got done recording the last video and took a little break, got a little snack because I was a little hungry, and now I'm back to record more. I don't know how much I have left. I do know that it's basically just 2 builds, basically, and also there's a short story featuring Raymond and Aliash during their little fishing trip. So I know we're going to be playing that too on the channel, so stay tuned for that, I guess. Well, enough fucking around, let's get started, shall we? So the last thing we left off on, Selena is gaslighting Tom about not seeing the weird creepy eye on the ceiling. Tom is like, what the fuck, am I going crazy? What's happening? Also, Karol's trying to open up to Tom a lot more, trying to talk with him a lot more, you know, trying to be an actual father. But Tom's just not having it and everything. Which I totally get. I get both sides. I know that Karol really wants to rekindle this bond he has with Tom, but he kind of burned that bridge throughout his life by drinking and everything and just giving up entirely, making Tom pay the bills more. And yes, Karol is starting to get his life back together again. He stopped, like, drinking probably as much, and he now has a job and he's actually paying the bills and everything. So I get that he's better in his life and everything. He wants to, like, you know, right his wrongs, so to say. But I also did Tom because he had to deal with his father for a good while now. And just because all of a sudden he's gone cold turkey and he's, like, you know, getting his life back up doesn't mean that those wounds are healed. Those are still lingering. He still needs time to process everything. What Karol needs to do is to just be patient. I know that Karol is trying to, like, you know, have a relationship with his son again, but you can't force it. So you have to, like, give it time. But also, Tom shouldn't be, like, so avoidant as much because he usually is. But that's because, like I said, due to the upbringing and everything. So yeah, I feel like they both just need time to process everything, and hopefully they can rekindle. But if not, well, they probably will. I don't know. Maybe like it's a start, basically. And also, Marcus was talking to Mrs. Novot, and apparently Mrs. Novot can see the eyes on the ceiling, too. So what the fuck is up with that? Also, for some reason, ever since Tom blacked out after seeing the eye, he had this weird dream about this guy named Miashko, and this weird German doctor. They would keep him locked in, and then apparently the facility was breached, and then the doctor got shot, or something. No one fucking knows what's up with that. Also, apparently, I guess, there's a reason why Miashko was locked in, and apparently he'll be seen as a hero due to whatever they're doing to him at the time. I have no fucking clue what's going on right now, and neither does Tom, so we're all in the dark here, everyone. Okay, so enough fucking around. Let's continue onward, shall we? Hey, it's Tom. Sorry, but I can't answer right now. Please leave me a message. And that's my 5th attempt to reach him. The kid worries me. At least judging by what Karol said this morning, he's probably just not feeling very outgoing right now. He'd probably appreciate a proper update on the case, though. As I step out of the hospital, I see the husky officer stand next to his police car. He raises his right hand to catch my attention, a lit cigarette rested between his fingers. Detective Wallner, I want to apologize for my behavior earlier. Don't worry about it, Officer Darius. He nods courteously. So, the search continues, eh? He points at the envelope in my hand. Something like that. I reach into my pocket for a cigarette, only to realize the whole damn pack is empty already. Darius notices my annoyance and promptly pops open his own pack, shaking it in my direction, like dangling a bunch of keys in front of a baby. Want one? Oh, it's fine. I'll just be on my way to buy. I insist. Consider this my apology. I shrug before taking one of the cigarettes sticking out. He swiftly lights it as soon as I rest it between my lips. His mannerisms definitely indicate he's done this many times for his superiors. So, you're in chief. I hear you butt heads occasionally? The comment makes me chuckle. More like always, but it's good to consider different perspectives on a case like this. I'll trust you on that. He takes a drag before continuing. To be honest, I don't know anyone here that well. the transfer was more of a punishment. Oh, did you commit some kind of misconduct? He shakes his head. No, absolutely not. I think I asked too many questions. Darius stares up at the clouds moving lazily overhead, though his gaze seems vacant. Sounds like he went through a rough experience. I don't think I'll pry any further. He quickly regains his composure and feigns a smile. Well, sorry for another time, but I want to ask one thing, Detective. Yeah? In case there's any trouble at the Tishko's residence, do you want me to contact you directly? That's a good suggestion. Compared to the police station, my office is closer to Tom's house. And since this guy's a mere rookie, he might need my help. Yeah, if you think he won't get in trouble with the chief. Nah, I'm not scared of her, to be honest. He smiles as he takes out another cigarette. Well then. I take out my business card and hand it to him. Here are my contact details. Darius keys the number into his phone. A moment later, my phone buzzes. I show him the incoming call. Yep, that's me. Well, I have some patrol work to do before I head to the Tishko's house later. Have a nice day, Detective. The husky enters his police car and starts the engine. Before driving off, he rolls down the window. Thank you, Mr. Waldner. I won't disappoint you. I hope so. I watch as he drives away. As I'm about to take my last drag of the cigarette, I spot Raymond's getting out of a delivery van in front of the hospital entrance. Raymond? You did not have to drive all the way to the hospital just to give him food. What? Raymond, what the hell? You're too nice. Mr. Waldner, you're here. Were you looking for me? Yes, actually. I stare at Raymond in surprise. I guess I mentioned the hospital in my message earlier, but I didn't expect the tiger to be showing up here. Something urgent then? You could have called me and come to the office when I returned. Raymond seems to hesitate. There's an odd sort of guilt in his expression, and he's fidgeting with his hands. He then nods. Actually, yes, I suppose there's something urgent. Tom and I, we went to Cromino. You what? Sir, please don't shout. We're near a hospital. I give the man an irritated look before whispering angrily to Raymond. Get in the car now. God damn it, Raymond. Why do you have to spill the beans? Jesus Christ. Once we're in the car, I start the engine and immediately pull out into the street. He's so achy! He looks really cute, though. I love this. I love this so much. I love this. He's so adorable. He's so fucking adorable. I love Marcus. I already knew Tom was a daredevil, but I never expected that he'd drag the tiger into one of his escapades. Are you angry? How else am I supposed to feel about this? Sorry, Mr. Waldner. I take a deep breath. Maybe Bernard was right to question my line of work. It's not doing my blood pressure any good. When did you go there? 2 days ago. The same day you guys met the witnesses? Raymond nods. Do you realize how dangerous it is for the two of you to visit that place? Actually, Tom's friends, David and Aliash, were there too, so... I sputter. Those two hyenas got involved as well? I grasp the steering wheel so tightly, my noodles begin to discolor. Okay, whose idea was it in the first place? Raymond twirls his thumbs, looking down. It was Tom, wasn't it? As I utter his name, Raymond meets my eyes before glancing the other way. A dead giveaway. Of course it was. I knew something was off when Tom didn't pick up my call that night. In fact, the next day, he said he was going to the town hall to look into Comino's history. But it never crossed my mind that the boys actually went to... Okay, did anything happen? No, nothing, We checked the place only. Haven't I told you that you can't go there without proper authorization? Yes, but... Plus, imagine if you were caught and reported to the police. That alone would be enough grounds for authorities to revoke your working visa. And if Tom were caught, the police chief would force me to call off the whole investigation for failing to keep him in line. I understand, Mr. Volner. It's just... Raymond's claws clutched his thighs tightly, as small tears began to well between the tiger's eyelids, though he tries his best to keep it together. I let out an empathetic sigh. I know what's at stake for you, Raymond, but this investigation takes time. We can't be reckless. No, you're correct, but the way things are going, not sure if time is on our side anymore. That's why I went looking for you, and I'm also worried about the town, especially about what happened to the old lady who got attacked. Mrs. Novak? She's in stable condition. Is she now? I see. Glad to hear that then. There's a sense of desperation in his tone as his voice cracks in the middle of the sentence. How are you holding up? Aside from... not Bella. Got a bit tired yesterday at the bar. Hope Bernard doesn't overwork you to exhaustion. Nola, he didn't. He even offered to let me and my chef early, but I didn't want Daria to bartend by herself. Very thoughtful of you, Raymond. Small matter. She already helped me a lot anyway. I see. My mind shifts towards thinking about Tomash. If only I could say that about Tom. I'm glad that you asked Tom to help with the investigation. Yeah, but he almost got you guys in trouble. But I do see where he's coming from. He just wanted to speed things up. I'm just pissed that he's always doing some sneaky business behind my back. Not my place to pry, but maybe it's because you also hide something from him? I glance at Raymond, frowning. What has Tom told him? I was just trying to protect him. Don't worry, Marcus. He's big already, what? I think he's more capable than you give him credit for. You think so? I know so, especially when he helped me interview the witnesses. That's good to know, but it's no excuse to be dragging to Comino of all places. That being said, if only I got the authorization much sooner, maybe you boys wouldn't have felt the need to snoop around on your own. That's kinda on me. Raymond takes a moment to process before his eyes light up. So, you got permission already? Glad you asked. I pulled a folded document from my coat pocket and handed it to him. The tighter snips the paper before pausing at a line halfway down. Rayon Bin? Wait, I'm allowed to visit also? Well, yeah. You are, after all, Magat's next of kin, so I argued that you have the right to be included, but only under authorized supervision, meaning myself. And based on what we know so far, it's most likely that the group didn't leave Sipnevo and went straight to Comino. So, what now? I checked the time on my watch. It's only 3 o'clock. I don't have much to do today other than... Well, there's still some daylight to check out Comino if you wanna. Can we? Yes, please! Raymond thumbs in his seat with excitement. Whoa, sure thing. Just a quick detour for now. I'll need some time to prepare for a proper visit later. Oh, thank you, Mr. Waldner. What did I tell you about just calling me Marcus? Oh, Yella. Thanks, Marcus. Aw, that's cute. He did look so cute when he was pissed. Oh, fuck, he contacted Tom quickly. Notifications of unread messages and missed calls clutter my phone screen. Is it weird? Feeling like you don't want to talk to or see anyone? To be fair, I've never been much of a social person. But lately, I've been hiding in my shell more than ever. Everything gets to me way too easily. I decide to haul myself out of bed and head downstairs. Maybe some snacks will cheer me up? Because staying in bed definitely won't. I open the fridge. Nothing. Just yesterday's tomato soup. Whatever, I'll reheat it. The lock on the front door clicks just as I slide the bowl of soup into the microwave. Not too bad.
Hey, son.
Dad steps inside, groceries in hand, still in his working attire. Oh, hey, Dad. You're back already?
Yeah, just a half shift. Was covering for one of my coworkers.
I see.
Could you unpack the groceries? Oh, what's in the microwave?
Uh, yesterday's tomato soup.
Oh, I was thinking of cooking something else if you like.
I have no response, other than slipping my hands into my pockets. I grabbed the groceries from his hands and began unpacking in the kitchen. Dad walks in, watching me, his hands clasped together.
Something wrong?
I'm fine.
Okay, so, wanna help me make dinner?
You might as well, Tom. You literally have nothing to do right now.
Or not? Anything you feel like eating?
I can tell Dad really is trying to reconnect. My own silence is starting to gnaw even at me. Fine, I'll just play along for a bit. Anything's fine. How was work? Dad smiles as he walks to the opposite side of the kitchen counter.
Pretty good. Probably not as interesting as what you deal with.
What do you mean?
You know, cases, stuff like that.
Yeah, I suppose. If only you knew.
Tomek, something on your mind? I can tell something happened yesterday. And you did say we could have a chat today, no?
Shit, yeah, I did say that, but... I don't know, it's just... No, I can't tell him. I'm happy that you've got a job again. That's definitely not what's on my mind, but given how hard he's trying, I should at least acknowledge it. That, despite his flaws, he's finally doing something right. I know I'd give anything for Mom to tell me that right now.
Oh, I appreciate it, son.
He scratches the back of his head, his eyes avoiding my gaze for a moment.
I'm not sure what more to say, really.
No worries, Dad. Just want you to know that. Sorry if it came out weird. He pats me on the back as he takes out a bowl and fills it with water.
Hey, we're just doing what we can here.
He then begins washing and peeling the potatoes. What are we doing? Are we doing french fries? Are we doing mashed potatoes? Are we doing just regular baked potatoes? What are we doing? What are we doing? Also, I have been thinking a lot since this morning. The knife stops mid-motion as his eyes dart in my direction.
About what?
About Marcus, Mom, the case, my friends, you. He nods. I think I want to go back to study in Warsaw and pursue a career in law. Dad doesn't respond right away. Instead, he simply puts the knife and bowl away and wipes his hands with a towel, and then, out of nowhere, grips my shoulder, giving it a firm shake.
There's nothing more I could want for you. After everything that happened, you deserve to be happy.
Thanks, Dad. But it's not that simple. I can't just up and go. I need to know what happened to Mom. Also, Camille's case bothers me. Dad's elated expression fades, turning tepid as he sighs. After it's all over, I will go back to Warsaw.
Camille's case is too dangerous. Leave it to Marcus and the police. He already broke into her house. As for your mom, I know it's hard for your son, but she's gone. The sooner you accept it, the easier it'll be. There's nothing good in here. This place, it'll just crush your soul. She'd want you to be happy.
Of course, just when I feel like it's okay to open up, he fucking ruins it. I'm instantly on the defensive. This again. Why do you always do this? I'm not gonna stop.
She's dead, Tom.
You don't fucking know that! Asshole.
Tom, please.
You're so full of shit.
I know, it's hard to hear.
Yeah, fuck this. I'm going to my room. Lost my fucking appetite anyway.
So much for a father-son bonding session. All of a sudden, he hits my arm hard, stopping me. A sharp pain pulses through my joints.
Get the fuck off!
No, listen, Tom. All I've ever wanted was for you and her to be safe. But you'll just never listen to me, will you? He hesitates for a second, a pained grimace in his expression before letting out a heavy sigh. So maybe this time, I'll just have to show you. What? What is he talking about?
What does he know? Is he keeping something from Tom?
Despite my obvious confusion, he doesn't bother to elaborate. Instead, we lock eyes, baring our teeth at each other, though beneath the sharp tension, I catch a sense of desperation. As if he's begging me to trust him. I have never seen Dad like this. A fiery look burns in his eyes, bellying the aging wrinkles that encircle them. Despite my blood boiling, a part of me wants to give him a chance to explain himself. After a few moments, he lets go of me before rushing into his bedroom. I hear him rummaging through his things. I just stand there, bewildered. I could go to my room, but curiosity keeps me chained in place. He returns, a key clenched firmly in his hand. Move! Dad shoves past me. I am too stunned to speak or react. He stops at the basement door and unlocks it. The basement? We're going to the basement! I don't like that. The door swings open. He steps inside. I peer down as he walks down the creaky steps into the inky blackness, his figure slowly being swallowed by it. Now you're just acting weird. For a moment, there's nothing. Then, the basement light flickers. Shortly after, he appears at the bottom of the stairs. You're coming? Not before you tell me what's going on. You're stubborn, Tom. Just like your mother. But maybe this'll get you to understand. His voice is even colder than the stinging chill of the basement. A sudden urge grips me, beckoning me forward. What could possibly be there that I haven't seen before? A million thoughts whisk through my head as I begin to descend.
And we're back with Marcus. What are we gonna see? I wanna know! What the fuck?
As we drive closer and closer to Coromino, the atmosphere gradually shifts. The strong sun that's been glaring off the windshield has now slipped lower towards the horizon, replaced by a thick band of clouds enveloping the late afternoon sky. I checked the time. 15 minutes to 4. We should have another hour of sunlight. The forest beside us has grown denser too. The trees loom taller now, their branches stretching out like a tangled web, forming a heavy canopy above our heads. I make a left turn into a dirt track flanked by thick bushes. Raymond lifts his eyebrow in surprise at the route I just took. Never knew you could drive to the entrance. How did you guys get here then? Oh, I think our car was parked farther away, so we cut through the forest by foot. I slapped my forehead once more and turned to Raymond. If some debris didn't get you, a venomous snake might have. Marcus? Raymond points towards the front. 2 black cars parked in front of the main gate. Huh? What's this? Raymond squints his eyes slightly before both of his brows shoot up in surprise. Looks like you recognize that car. I think so? This car was the same car we saw when we left Sipnevo. But you said nothing happened when you guys came here? I mean, it's nothing bad specifically. I groan as I pull over farther from the entrance, away from the 2 cars. We step out. I inspect their license plates. One of them looks familiar. That realization prompts me to flip open my notebook. Huh, it is the same car. The number plate matches the one that Tom asked me to check. You know who they are? Raymond pitches his ear, as if trying to remember. I overheard Tom saying they are loan sharks. Everything is starting to fall into place. Tom asked me to run that number plate. The money he was supposed to help Otto with, which vanished? If that's the case, then is this so-called security company just a front for a loan shark syndicate? And if they're posing as a security company, their men would definitely be armed to the teeth. Shit, this is not looking good. I'm sorry, Raymond. Now is certainly not a good time to come here. We'll come again tomorrow when these guys aren't...
Oh dear.
A sharp whistle behind me catches our attention. Looking for something?
Oh dear, not this guy again. Leave us alone.
An eagle stands right in front of the entrance, arms crossed.
It's Timothy, this hoe!
Heh, funny. I could ask you the same question. None of your business, that. I noticed the handle of his gun in his trouser pocket. Don't think verbal threats will faze him. I need to think of something else.
Aw, really?
Well, we're just exploring the area and we're just about to leave, so...
Think you could just waltz in and out like you own this place? Well, it's not like you own the place either.
It's obvious that we're not some naive urban explorers looking for cheap thrills. And he probably saw us expecting their cars.
Marcus, just tell him,
I turned to Raymond, my lips pressed, before facing the eagle again. My name's Marcus Waldner, private investigator. I flashed him my detective license. We're here on an official investigation. I take out the approval letter from the police department and show it to him. The eagle spits it aside.
Working for cops, eh?
Not technically, but we have permission to enter this area. Speaking of which, I'm wondering if you do. The eagle crosses his arms and stands me from head to toe. He ponders for a second before seemingly deciding to ignore my question completely.
Private investigator, huh?
I think my boss might want to have a word with you. He beckons us to follow him. I look at Raymond, and the tiger responds with a nod. No, Raymond, just wait in the car.
But, no, Tiger Boy is coming too. Tiger Boy?
We are pressured towards the complex hollow buildings surrounding us while the eagle follows close behind.
Keep walking, and no funny moves.
This guy must be pretty dim if he thinks he can really threaten us, given I've told him I'm working with the police. But I decided to play along for now. We finally reach a building deeper inside the complex, though the main entrance is blocked by several large pieces of debris. Raymond whispers,
"The admin building."
"Have you been inside?"
"Yes, but didn't manage to explore everything." "Keep moving."
The eagle's voice is stern. He lets out a chuckle. Judging by his mannerisms, he's enjoying his little power trip. Probably just a whipping boy that's never had anyone he could boss around. Until now. We circle around the building and enter through a back door covered with vines that choke the pathway. Once inside, I take the time to marvel at the architecture, or what's left of it. I've never really visited this place until now. Most people don't. We are brought to the upper floor of the building and end up in a long hallway. As the eagle whistles sharply, 3 of his buddies appear from one of the rooms adjoining the hallway.
"Yo, Dimitri, who's this?"
"Caught them trespassing." "Pot me kettle."
You sure these aren't your random hookups?"
"Oh my god." "Yeah, Big Dick 79.
"Shut up, dumbasses."
Some inside joke. The way they act says enough. School bullies who finally found an audience.
What voice should I give this deer? That's my question. Wait, judging from the picture, I think we met him. What voice did we give him? This was a long time ago, y'all, so...
What's all this ruckus? A tall deer appears from the end of the corridor. He struts confidently towards us, the steps from his polished brogues resonating along the muddy walls. His attire exudes a completely different vibe from the others. Dapper, well-fitted, probably bespoke.
"Sir, I found these 2 snooping around outside."
"And why the hell did you bring them here?"
"Because..."
"Do you have straw in your brain?"
But, he said he's a private investigator, so I thought..."
"You thought what? You think this is your birthday party you can just invite your friends to without our approval? No, sir,
The deer snarls at the eagle. Shut him up instantly. The deer then turns his glare to me. A thick vein pulses along his neck. I don't budge, only lean back slightly to avoid his tobacco-stained breath. Now I kinda get why Tom wants me to stop smoking. Raymond also stands his ground. Yet, judging by his stance, he's ready to pounce if the deer makes any sudden attack. Get out. Whoa, Bogdan. There's no need for that, is there? A dominated yet calm voice echoes from behind me. The deer looks behind my back before taking a step back. As I turn around, I see a middle-aged wolf walk down a flight of stairs at one of the corners of the building. Seems like we had some unexpected guests. My apologies, boss. One of my men brought them in. No matter. In fact, you could also learn a bit of finesse by not unnecessarily escalating the situation, no? The deer nods obediently. The wolf looks at me with a half smile. Well, looks like we started off on the wrong foot. My name is Robert. He reaches out his right hand towards me, his expensive watch clearly visible beneath his cufflinks. I shake his hand and clear my throat. Marcus Waldner, private investigator, or perhaps the famous Austrian detective. His words catch me off guard as I let his hand go. Seems like my fame precedes me. Yes, but I don't know the name of the young tiger next to you. I'm Raymond, and we have permission to be here. I'm looking for my brother. Raymond. Oh, and I suppose Mr. Waldner here is helping you? Raymond nods. Damn it! I didn't have time to brief the tiger to let me do the talking, but I'll just have to roll with it. Alright, I think it's only fair that you also tell us why you guys are here. Absolutely. I suppose it is fair if we both exchange information of equal importance. Robert walks towards a section of a fallen wall overlooking the whole complex, peering down a 15-foot drop below. This location has a lot of potential for our business operation, hence my company is interested in purchasing this land. What company? His security company, or his loan shark syndicate? Unfortunately, the negotiations are, how do I say this, difficult. Someone's set on getting in our way, and buyers like me don't like complications, you know? That doesn't explain why you're here. Of course, I also wanted to see whether the rumors about this place are exaggerated. What rumors? A lot of kids say this place is haunted. It might be. Any place becomes haunted if left abandoned. That's true. Robert squints at me with that smirk of his. I suppose it's not as good a reason as yours, detective. You'd be right. I'm here on an investigation. But I'm sorry, Roberts. I'm afraid you guys can't be here without proper authorization. He laughs before giving me a dismissive glance. Plenty of folks come here without any careful authorization, including that little helper of yours, Tom. Shit, he knew? My stomach immediately sinks. Maybe if you want to lecture someone about playing by the rulebook, you should make sure to be keeping your underling on a tighter leash, eh? That's rich, coming from a guy who extorts money out of people. The fuck did you say? I stand my ground as the deer stops towards me. Bogdan. The deer stops, but his fists are clenched. Did your company lend money to a guy by the name of Otto Oginski? I see you did your research, Mr. Waldner, but yes, that is true. Did he tell you? No, but I keep myself informed on the goings-on in town. Well, then you know that he owes us a lot of money to support his failing lumber mill business, and has yet to pay even a single zlotya. So we had to give him a reminder. But hey, that's just a way of doing business. Speaking of, I do have a business proposition for you. Perhaps we can help each other. If you're here to investigate, then good. My company wants to know who's secretly trying to buy this land. Some potential buyer has probably called dibs first. You find out who, and in return, we don't interfere with your little investigation. No deal.
I'm not doing favors for thugs who take advantage of desperate people. Robert chuckles, brush off his sleeve.
Thuds? Come now. We have nothing against Otto, truly. I understand his desperation, his business is sinking, the stress, the family issues.
He slightly pouts his lips, feigning a sympathetic expression as he places his right palm over his chest.
But a deal is a deal, and when people don't pay what they owe, well, sometimes things happen. People close to them get hurt. Accidents, you know?
My jaw tightens. He might as well have said Tom's name outright. Raymond suddenly steps forward. If we help you, promise that you'll leave Otto, his family and friends alone. Robert's ears perk slightly. He looks pleasantly amused.
Well, well, well. Looks like this tiger isn't all stripes but no fangs. You should take notes from him, detective. Don't be so stiff.
I exhale through my teeth. Raymond means well, but damn it, this kid has no idea how dangerous these people are.
Fair enough. As long as you find the person behind the land negotiations, we'll leave Otto and your little assistant alone.
And you think I could trust you with keeping the end of your bargain?
Marcus, please. Our company is built on trust. You should know by now how seriously we take it when someone breaks it. So, do we have a deal?
I hate every part of this, but there's no other choice. If I walk away now, Tom and Otto will stay as targets. Sometimes compromise isn't surrender, but strategy. Though I can't shake the feeling that we're about to make a deal with the devil. As I stretch my right hand forward, Robert instantly grabs it with both hands, shaking it vigorously.
Now that's a bold detective.
The wolf throws a hand over my shoulder and softly pushes me so we're both facing his men.
All right, everyone, please do not bother these gentlemen with their investigation in Comino.
What about the black cat?
Yes, Dimitri, the cat included.
He claps his hand once.
Okay, boys, let's pack up and leave. I've had enough sightseeing for today.
All of the gang members gather. Bogdan, the deer, approaches and hands Robert his hat before they all head to the exit. The wolf lifts his hat up in a brief gesture before they all disappear down the stairs.
Oh? Ooh, I love the CG. It's been a pleasure doing business with you, detective. Ooh, I like that. We're back to Tom's perspective. Yes! I really come down here. When I do, it's usually to check the boiler. Even then, it's Dad who ends up fixing it. Nonetheless, something catches my attention. Everything looks exactly the same as it did the last time I was here. Dust, cobwebs, empty bottles, old clothes, my childhood bike, and Dad's collection of guns from his military days. I've never liked having them in the house, no matter how much he insisted that they were for our safety. The truth is, he never really used them for anything, except trying to make a man out of me. By which he meant taking me out into the forest to shoot cans. A great bonding experience, he called it. I found it boring at best. As I approach, Dad pushes one of the shelves away from the wall. The grinding sound as it moves makes me wince. Now that I think about it, there used to be a basement window behind that shelf, but now it's just smooth concrete. What happened to the window?
I sealed it a long time ago. Didn't want anyone breaking in.
Don't want a burglar sticking in and stealing your arsenal when everyone's asleep, right? He stops and grabs a large sledgehammer. Dad, what are we doing down... With a mighty swing, he bashes it into the wall. Dad, the fuck? He ignores me and tries again, and then again repeatedly. The shot sends tremors, literally rattling the whole house as ash and dust rain down from above. At this point, I'm genuinely afraid that the ceiling might collapse on us at any moment. Dad, stop! You dare bring the whole house down! The only reply I get from him is his labored breathing and the dull thud of metal against the tough concrete wall. After nearly a minute, The crack that spreads around that wall gradually crumbles, revealing a gaping crevice, wide enough for his entire arm. He reaches deep. And to my shock, he pulls out a rusty metal box covered in a thick layer of dust. He stares at it with a frown, looking hesitant, before spinning the number on the combination lock. Opening the box, he takes out a brown file and sets it on the base of its desk, then pulls a chair out from under it. Here. What's this? The truth you've always wanted. I blink, openly staring at what's in front of me. Slowly I sit down, leaning forward to examine it closely. I look through the papers, not really getting what please or let be her obituary. And then I freeze. These are Mom's lost files. I can feel my heart pounding in my chest. The police lost them during the investigation, right? So why does Dad have them? Tom, I know what you're thinking. This whole damn time, he's been hiding them. Right under my fucking nose. I look up at him. My fist clenches so tightly that claws get to my paw pads. The pain barely registers, yet one question burns inside my head. Why? She was being threatened, Tom. We were being threatened. And I did try my fucking best to convince her to give it up, but she didn't listen. Just as you aren't. Why did you do this, Dad? Why? He looks away, his winston expression twisted with guilt. You know why. I just told you. If you told me about this earlier, it could have helped us find her. My vision blurs while my chest tightens. I bury my face in my paws as my cheeks are soaked in tears. I'm barely registering what he's saying. Mom. My paws tremble, sweating profusely. I'm slowly losing it. I couldn't let you be hurt too, so I hit. Fuck! I slam my fist hard onto the desk. Fuck! Repeatedly. Fuck! The revelation was too much for me to bear. Tomek! Dad holds my fist, stopping in mid-swing. I instinctively flinch, yanking myself free. I stand, facing him. He doesn't look regretful, more like resolute, and he's looking at me with pity. Pity is not what I need from him right now. Why didn't you tell me what happened? We could have figured it out together. We could have stopped her. She told me not to. I asked her over and over again what was going on. I yelled and I yelled, but... And you just let her go? You did nothing? Too jealous to even ask Marcus for help? She said asking anyone would put you in danger. The only thing in her mind was protecting you. Fucking coward. Both of you. We could have fought back if we could have... The words get stuck in my throat. All these years, I keep telling myself that she'll return one day. She had to. I don't understand. Dad stands motionless, staring at the files like he wants me to keep looking at them. I focus back on what's on the desk. The rest are just witness statements, interviews with people from town. Inside the folder, a little envelope is tucked neatly between the files. I open it. A bunch of photographs fall out onto the table. Pictures of me, back in Warsaw. I flip through them, one by one. Someone took time to follow me around. Outside my apartment, on campus, even a clandestine meeting with YouTube. A wave of guilt and pain twists into a knot in my chest. Fuck. If only I had noticed earlier. If I had been more careful, maybe she wouldn't have gone through with her plan. I understand now. She won't be coming back. I drop the files back on the table and turn around. I'm done. Whatever she knew, is now gone with her.
I'm sorry, Tomek.
For what? I want to cry, scream, laugh at the sheer absurdity of it all. No wonder you turned out like this. Drinking, then taking it out on me. Do you hate her for pursuing that kiss to the end?
No!
Do you hate me?
No, I love you. You're my son.
I don't think you do. Because I'll always remind you of her.
Yes, but...
You let her go alone, and then you fucking hid the truth from me. Honestly, I've always hated you too. He flinches. You were a pathetic excuse for a father. But I guess I'm also a sorry excuse for a son. I've always been afraid that I'll someday turn out to be like you. But now I realize I'm more like you than I want to admit. I clench and unclench my fists. I take a deep breath.
Tom, I'm showing you this so you can stop wasting your life away chasing the past. We can start over, fix things, build something better for ourselves. I'll support whatever path you choose, but please, I don't want to lose you. You're all I have left.
A bit too late for that, I think. I'm done with you. I'm leaving. Frankly, I should have done that ages ago.
Where are you going? Son, please don't.
And stop fucking calling me that. I walked up the stairs, slamming the door behind me, leaving him and the truth behind. Because honestly, I've run out of fuss to give about him. I grabbed everything essential in my bedroom. Phone, camera and wallet, some toiletries, and a few pairs of fresh clothes. Or rather, whatever clothing items that my hand can reach in the wardrobe. I shoved everything into my bag. I found a glance at the detective board on the wall, and turns out, the truth was just under my nose. As I get down the stairs, he's there, looking pathetic as always. He tries to say something, but I'm rushing into the hallway, practically charging the door with my shoulder. As it slams open, I step out of the house, my bag slammed over my shoulders. My steps are quick yet unsteady. I almost trip on the uneven pavement. Still, my mind is fixed on one single thought. I'm leaving this place for good. I don't care where my legs take me, as long as I'm far away from this shithole. My eyes burn. Reaching a nearby bus station, I check the bus route. One bus heads to the motel. Maybe I just stay there for the night while I figure out where to go next? A sigh escapes me. If only I knew it sooner. I would have left YouTube, my law school, everything, if it meant I could stop her from going. Why did you do it? Why the fuck would you do it? Aww. Wait, no, that's cute. You were a great detective. Of course you take the investigation as far as you could. But why did pursuing the truth have to take you away? He's so tiny, I love him. You know how much you meant to me. How much I needed you. So, was this case worth it? To leave us like this? To leave me with just him for family? Did you know this might happen when you were sending me off to Warsaw? I remember what you said that day. That you were so proud of me. Why did you leave me behind? There was a pain sadness clawing at my guts as I whirl around to see what prick. Going somewhere? Why am I not surprised? David rolls up beside the bus stop, leaning out of his car with a signature grin. I turn away and start walking, furtively wiping my face with my sleeve. No, he can't see me like this. Hey! I pick up my pace. David cuts the engine and exits his car. His footsteps chase after me. It doesn't take long for him to catch up before completely blocking my path. The hell is up with you? You parked right in front of the bus stop. I turn my face to the side, staring down at the pavement. Yeah, fucking sue me. How the hell did you find me here? Well, I was headed to your place. Saw you sitting. He scratches the back of his neck. Sorry, I tried calling about something, but you weren't picking up, so I thought, now's not a good time. Oh. He simply stands with his hands in his pocket. He makes no move to let me pass, though, and the silence stretches until it starts to piss me off. David, what do you want? Well, actually, there's something big coming up soon. You know what that is, right? I meet his eyes for a split second, then look away again. Come on, surely you must know. Does that have something to do with that poster that Tom has in his room about the Warsaw Music Festival or something? Not now, David, Hey, did something happen? No, I just need to go somewhere. Oh, I can give you a ride if you want. I can't contain it any longer. My nose stings. My cheeks puff up as I start to sniffle. I rub my eyes, wishing it was raining right now. Hey, are you crying? Tom, what's wrong? Not knowing what to say, I just rub my eyes again while shaking my head. Hey, wanna grab a drink and talk about it? My treat? It's nothing to do with you. I finally shove past him. Fuck off, man. It's best that he doesn't know. Unlike me, he has his whole life figured out. I don't want to drag him down with my mess. Well, fuck you too! His words stop me in my tracks. I turn back. He's looking down with his fist clenched. What did you say? I said, fuck you too! I don't remember the last time I seemed this angry. Listen, I'm just... No, now you listen. I get it, okay? I fucked up. I left, you got mad. And when you treat me like shit, we usually laugh it off. Or I take it because I deserve it. Hell, sometimes it's even funny. But right now, I haven't done anything, and you're still treating me like shit. David, this really isn't about... It's like, I keep thinking you're giving me a chance, but then I can't tell if deep down, you do just hate me. His voice cracks for a moment, but then he keeps talking. You're my friend. Fuck, you're the best friend I've ever had, but it hurts, man. You probably think I'm only here for a good time. But I also want to be there for you when things get tough. But it's like you never give me that chance. I don't know what else I can do. It's fucking frustrating. He crosses his arms, nostrils flaring. Instinctively, I try to reach for his arm, but he flinches. If you fucking hate me so much, if it hurts you just to look at me, if my presence alone makes you like this, then please just say it. Because if that's the case, I'll respect your decision. I'll back the fuck off. I stare at him for a long moment. I'm so angry I could burst. But it's not defeat I'm angry at. You're right, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. He kicks lightly at the sidewalk. You wanna know the truth? The truth is, I'm a fuck up, David. I'm scared. I guess I'm such a fuck up that everyone hides things from me, for my safety or whatever. Like I'm so fragile that I'll break if I know too much. Even my mom. I clench my jaw as I think about her. She made that choice for me, like my life mattered more than hers. But I didn't ask to be protected. I didn't ask for her to give everything up. And now I'm just left here, not knowing shit, unable to do anything. Slow down, Tom. I don't get what you're saying. Well, whatever. It's too late now. I'm just useless anyway. You shouldn't worry about me. I just need to be away. I know I'm someone who only thinks about himself, so it's better if I deal with things alone. David is scowling. That's bullshit. What? The glare in his expression earlier has now shifted into a toothy smile. You're not helpless. And definitely not selfish. I mean, if you were, you wouldn't be beating yourself up over this, would you? David strokes his chin. Remember that time in the forest? Oh? When you heard someone screaming, you just ran in there. You didn't know who it was. Heck, didn't even know what you'd find. But you still jumped in anyway, no hesitation. That's who you are, Tom. You put yourself on the line for people you don't know. That's not someone who only thinks about himself. I sigh. He's just saying shit to make you feel better. But you got one thing wrong, though. Yeah? You don't have to do this alone. He steps closer before giving me a firm pat on the back. If you get addicted to something dangerous, let someone have your back. Someone strong, preferably. He then flexes his arm, slapping his bicep. Like me. I snort. Okay, big guy. He winks while I shake my head. Despite myself, I let out a chuckle. So, what happened? He points to my bag. Where are you going? You know what? I'm not sure. Just away from my house. Still, you really need a bag this big? What do you mean? Don't you always wear the same thing anyway? I roll my eyes. Dick. One of a kind, too. He beams. But if you need a place to stay... No, I don't want to be a bother. In fact, I was planning to book a night at the motel. The motel? That's where married people stay to cheat on their spouses. I blink. Does he know? Come on, you little prick. You can stay with me! On second thought, that motel is the last place I should go. God forbid I bump into your tube there. If he realizes I left home, he used it as leverage to keep me around. Still, I hesitate. Maybe I should just hop on a bus out of town. Leave this place entirely. That sure would make Dad happy. Fine, I'll take you up on the offer. Not like I have better options. He lets out a hair-raising shriek that nearly makes me jump. Jeez, you don't have to be excited about it. Sorry, but knowing that you don't really hate me, can't help but be a little happy, no? He chuckles, resting both hands on hips. Before walking to his car, I follow. He opens the passenger door for me, shaking his head with a smirk. Grumpy pussies first. Very funny. Learning from the best. I roll my eyes as I get in. He gives an exaggerated bow before I head to the driver's seat. Tom? Yeah? Since you haven't guessed what day's coming up soon, let me guess, you gonna tell me? Yeah, it's my birthday! Oh. And only fashionable people are invited. Oh, no. Oh yes, time for a fashion upgrade, dude. I really hope you aren't planning to give me fashion advice. What's that supposed to mean? Punk wannabe. Oh, it's on, Katso. I give him a wry smile, but as the engine starts, my face drops again. My thoughts drift back to what Dad told me. But perhaps, backing up from everything, just for a few days, would give me some room to breathe and think. What was this taste of yours that made you go this far? You didn't have to do that, Mom. But I swear, I'll find out who did this. And why you were the one who had to pay the price. So his mom's like confirmed dead, right? Well, there's no body, so you can't really confirm that. Well, this is a perfect place to stop, don't you think? Wow, we just learned so many things about this. Oh my god. Okay, so hopefully Marcus and Raymond can figure out who else is trying to buy Comino, so that way Robert and his gang can just lay off of Otto and everything. But the fact that, oh my god, the fact that Karol had all this evidence and information about Tom's mom's investigation, and he kept it from Tom all these years, is crazy. And he sealed it behind a wall, that's crazy. Oh my god, this is so good. I can't wait to play more of this. Well, I might play it for the next part, maybe play a different game to give it a little breathing room, but in the meantime, thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, and subscribe if you're really interested. I'll leave a link to the visual novel in the description below, which I'll play for yourself, as well as the links to the official Blue Sky for Cienie, as well as Ben and Armored's accounts on Blue Sky, as well as Cienie's official Patreon, which will support them financially if you can. And I'll also be leaving a link to my Blue Sky, which will support me there as well. And as always, I'll be leaving a link to the visual novel me and my dear friend Zilla Red Panda made for the 2025 February Game Jam called When You're Mine. Please do show your support to it, and if you do enjoy it, maybe consider rating it and comment on it on itchio. We love reading those, it makes our day. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!